Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of Factorio Tightening the Belt Megabase Guide. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. So today we are going to work on placing a little bit of these builds we did last time. Primarily the green circuit build and some smelters we worked on previously that we're using over here. I've not come up with a red circuit build yet because that seems like something I should do on a stream, which I'll do tomorrow, because it's going to be a little bit fiddly. It's more complicated than the green circuit ones, and it might be kind of painful to watch like in an episode. So I'm going to save that for the stream. But we can start preparing to actually use a red circuit build. So this guy I think is just about done. So these second belts here are for another stretch of it seems. Maybe. I'm trying to figure out where exactly all this goes now. It's been a few days. Okay, so yeah, so this is to output like 2 green circuit belts, which is fine actually. We probably do want to actually put another one there. We'll see how much room we have lengthwise, because I'm thinking of just starting stuff here, because we have all this room. This oil isn't actually that great, and it's in a very awkward spot. I don't think we're going to end up using it. Same with this stone. So we have all this space here to build stuff to expand, because we need red circuits at this point. They are our bottleneck in many cases. So we need to just start building down here. We'll have trains. We're going to have trains come in like down here somewhere. It's kind of similar to how we did here, I guess. Probably a bit better than how we did here. This is a very messy. I did this very early on. So let's go ahead and head over there and see what we can do. So the smelter, oh no, first we need to finish the green circuit build. Getting ahead of myself. Oh yeah, so the lab, something I want to clarify. You guys mentioned in the comments, and I did reply to those specific people, but you said that there's 7 science packs, which obviously won't fit on 3 belts. I knew this, I guess, subconsciously. I didn't actually think about this when I was building it, but like I knew it like subconsciously, because I do it this way all the time. I do not plan to use military packs. We researched all the military that I feel we need to. I mean, sure, you can get artillery shooting speed and range. I don't actually plan to use artillery that much. All these other things I don't really find that important. We can do like a little military build if we need to, or something somewhere else, and do some labs with that or something. But primarily our focus is just going to be the bot research and mining prod research, which obviously doesn't require military. So that's why I did this, because we don't need military. So it is only going to be 6 packs, which of course will fit on these 6 belts, or 3 belts rather. So this thing is going to do something just like that, except we don't actually need these bits. Is this right? Oh yeah, it just looks like weirdly spaced because I took out all the undergrounds. Yeah, so this goes like that. Now this is gonna have to output kind of somewhere else though. We will actually need to run some more, because this is going to be a full blue belt, so this is actually going to need to veer off somewhere else potentially. And this thing, oh wait, what? Now I'm confused. What did I do here? Why would this have not just shouldn't this just gone like that? Yeah, I think that's how that should have gone, right? So this guy can come, not here. That's actually a pretty bad spot for this to go. It's going to have to weave through here, I think. Yeah, this isn't really going to work doing it there. So let's go ahead and just bring this guy up. We're actually going to have to... it's not what I want to game. We have to do some rearrangement here, it looks like. Okay, so this guy can go there, and then here, and then here. Well, actually, yeah, here. This may actually reach like that. Perfect. So we'll just have to rearrange this power pole here a little bit. no big deal. And then we will need those inserters. These beacons, theoretically, should work. They're missing modules, which is part of the problem. 11, and we're missing beacons. Okay, so let's go get some inserters. This one I was requesting stack inserters, apparently not. So we just wanted to finish that up. So that would actually, this is going to give us 2 blue belts of green circuit output, which is fairly significant. Actually, very significant. That's huge. And I haven't calculated quite yet how many, like how many blue belts or whatever of green circuits we're going to need for a red circuit build, because I haven't really built the red circuit build, obviously. So we will have to figure that out and see. I would like to scale it to make it so that it can just go like direct in, just like this one green circuit build to a red circuit build. I mean, 2 blue belts of green circuits is a lot. So it's going to have to be probably a pretty big red circuit build to actually eat all of that. And we're just going to grab some of these guys, grab some modules. That's the word. And then we should have the smelter blueprint already because we obviously used it. All right, so let's get these placed and just reroute a couple of belts, and then we'll go up and start placing down the smelters and these circuit things and figuring out where exactly everything needs to go. Okay, so this guy comes out here. This one can just go like that. I'm not quite sure what the plan was here. We'll see how this, I may have to still adjust some stuff. Okay, so this guy is just gonna come out like that. This guy, it's a little bit messy. It's really messy. I can't stand that like squiggly line right there. Okay, sweet. Okay, so that'll do that. That's 2 blue belts out. So now what we can do is I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. And I'm gonna just copy all of this. And we're gonna mark it, of course, so I can actually tell what it is this time. We'll say beacon green circuit. Get that. And then our smelters we have somewhere. That's our labs. This guy, I think. Let me check and make sure this is actually the finished one. So how we can do that is simply just place it over one and boom, everything matches. We're in great shape. Okay, so let's head over here and see what the deal is. I do need some furnaces, so let's go up to purple science here. Actually, we have some right here. I think I'm requesting some, but now this guy is, I was like calculating in my head, this thing is only 14 furnaces long, opposed to the 24 or whatever for these smelters. But what you have to consider is that the electric furnaces are 3 tiles wide, like an assembler, instead of the 2 tiles of one of these other furnaces. So, it's probably going to be just about as long, and it's with the beacons, it's pretty much exactly as long once you factor in these beacons. So I want to leave some room here, just for routing and such. Have this backwards apparently. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this down. Let's bring this like right here. I'm guessing we don't have enough materials for this by any means, but we'll see. Probably we're low, I would guess, on productivity module. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we are, because we have these 2 to place. And then this, so the other thing I didn't calculate was how many furnaces we needed for green circuits, but this is, luckily, this is where it gets kind of easy in some regards, because we know this outputs a full blue belt, and we know that the circuit thing is going to require, each one of those input belts is a full blue belt of plate. So we really just need 2 of these of each plate type to go into one of these green circuit builds. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna stamp these all down. I obviously can't place them all. And actually, depending how big of a red circuit build we do, you may actually be able to like either turn this off or like turn half of it off and send more green circuits to blue circuits and expand this if we need. Because I don't plan to make blue circuits down here. This is just going to be all for red circuits. And I mean, if you look, like, this is a fast belt. One fast belt of green circuits is, well, we're kind of low on plastic, but fed most of this. So if you consider 2 blue belts of green circuits, that is a ton of red circuits worth. So this alone may even do it. Which, you know, is, again, I've mentioned before, this is just the power of beacons and modules, guys. Like, it reduces your footprint so much. It just allows you to do so much more with the materials and space you have. Okay, so yeah, 2 iron, 2 copper, and then they will feed into one of these guys. And the red circuits, we may have to do, we could do vertically, actually. Okay, so copper is bottom and iron is top. So our output belts are here and here. So let's go ahead and see if we can, like, somehow ish center this. It's not going to be perfectly centered, of course. Well, we could actually, if we, like, line this up here, why don't we just do that? It's going to be a little wonky, but should work. All right, we're just placing down what we can here. So we need a lot of materials. We need tons of beacons, we need modules, we need blue belt, inserters, power poles, undergrounds. Most of this I should be requesting. Beacons, we'll request, how many? Well, I'm gonna request like 40 just to be safe. And blue belt, we are not actually requesting blue belt. I just, like, randomly forget to request all this important stuff. We're not requesting blue undergrounds either. Let's do 50. I don't think we were missing splitters. There's not actually really any splitters in this build, which is quite nice. But yeah, so once that gets built, then tomorrow on stream I will make a red circuit build, and we should be able to just pump that into our red circuit line here, and it should just work way better. We're continually launching rockets, and you guys mentioned I should probably do some sort of cap here. We have 3.5K. I'm not really worried about it, but we could do a little circuitry here. Well, actually, we can do this multiple ways. Where's my satellite? Let's just have this, and we're gonna connect this to the logistics network, and we're gonna say you can only work if space science is less than, let's say 3,000. So what this is going to do is, first off, this is only going to launch if there's a satellite in here. But this guy is saying that, well, this needs to actually be a provider for this to work. But once this is now on the network, there we go. So this guy is not going to insert a satellite now because there's not less than 3,000, obviously. So with no satellite, this won't launch, and that will kind of stop that from just, like, way overproducing. Luckily, space science does stack in 2,000, which, you know, it would take, like, forever to fill that chest up, the output chest. Okay, so I'm going to run up here kind of close to the mall just to expedite the robot flying over here. We did get our beacons at our blue belt. I'm pretty sure we're definitely lacking speed modules and productivity modules, which I think we'll have to go down to the other base to get. I'm just going to grab more of these because why not? And also on stream tomorrow, I will hook, like, actually, hopefully set up the trains and stuff and hook up the, like, the actual ore input for those smelters we just built. But let's go ahead and get some more speed modules over this way. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get things going here. Building these more late game, you know, higher tech builds are really fun to me. I really enjoy this part, and it's, I don't know, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to expanding stuff out and kind of starting to go into Megabase. And this is how, you know, this is how you go into Megabase. Is you do kind of like what I've done with the base so far, and you know, you can do it differently. You could just build a whole separate base somewhere else doing modules, which we are doing, or just start a whole new base somewhere that is a Megabase, which we probably will do to an extent at some point. But like, so you do this, and then you just come up either yourself or find some good late game builds, because typically late game, like Megabase builds, you have to have modules and beacons. It's not like you have to or you're bad type of thing. It's like you have to if you want your game to run decently, because like I said, just a little bit ago, is that these, the modules, the power of modules and beacons allow you to, whether you're using belts or bots, allow you to, one, reduce your footprint, but two, massively reduce your entities. And your entities, that's important because that's going to affect how well the game will run. I have almost 500 here. So, that's why these are important. I have seen quote unquote Megabases that don't use any of this stuff, but the builds are massive. Like, to get 2 blue belts of green circuits with no modules or beacons is pretty ridiculous. So the builds are big, which means, bigger footprint, which doesn't really matter that much, but you're using, way many more machines, way more belt, way more inserters, or way more bots if you're doing it that way. And it just, it makes it so much easier and better doing a Megabase with this stuff. So the point I'm getting to here is, so you come up with these builds, and then you just start placing them. In my case, I'm placing them and using them where I see that there's bottlenecks. Like I said, you could just go do a whole separate base, just start another base somewhere from the ground up using these builds, and that's totally fine. That's pretty much what I did with sending supporters to space. But the problem with that is if you have to be very careful with how you do that, because if you do it too early, which is what I did with sending supporters to space, you end up with waiting absolutely forever for your base to actually make the materials to make the Megabase. And if you really mess up, like I did, you tear up your starter base, like this base, before you have enough materials, and then you're in a real bad spot. So you just kind of have to, be aware of how you're going about this. Okay, so it looks like we're still missing beacons. I don't know why I thought I only needed 40. For some reason I thought I'd built more of this. Got most of the stuff. Just need beacons. Always need beacons. It's kind of easy to underestimate how many beacons you're going to need. So these guys will just pull out here, and then they'll feed into red circuits. Red circuits will need copper from somewhere. So actually, before we go, we will need at least another copper smelter. A blue belt of copper for the cable may be enough. We may need 2. I'm not sure, but we'll go ahead and just stick these over here. I'm just leaving space. I really don't think we're gonna need another green build. We'll start with 1. A blue belt of copper for these copper cables is quite a lot. This is red belt. So yeah, there's that. And then plastic. I'm not actually sure how we're gonna do plastic. Our current plastic setup won't work too good. One option is there is this oil right here. It's not great, but throw some models in there, maybe even beacon it, and we could almost just do a whole little mini refinery down here making plastic, which, much like we did with the coal, or the plastic and stuff over here with the coal liquefaction and such, we could just do something like that, which actually, except it would be oil, not coal liquefaction. I think I actually like that idea. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. I think that would actually be easier than trying to belt more plastic down from our main manufacturer, which can't even keep up really at this point. Just gonna grab all the beacons and all the modules. I don't know why this stopped. No red circuits. We'll see. Good thing we're fixing that problem. All right. So we'll go finish this up, and I think that's going to be about it, but hopefully this will give you guys an idea of what's going to be happening here in the future. And these episodes should be coming out more often, like I did in my content update video a few days ago. I'm currently out of town. I'm up visiting my parents for Mother's Day and my dad's birthday and such, so things are a little bit off. I'm still trying to do videos when I can and the streams as normally as I can, but I'll be back at the end of the week, so things will be more back to normal and I can get these out much more often and such. So no worries, not like it's not like I'm totally abandoning the content or something. And that pretty much, what are we missing? 2 furnaces. Damn. Okay, that's fine. I can finish that up later. And yeah, so this will give us this. We could, let's, while we're here, let's route these. So this is gonna be 1, just straight in, boom. Like that. And then this one is gonna come down here. Whoop. And then these, go away trees. Come on. Get out of the way. Okay, and then this one can come over and hook in here. Oh, boom. And then this one up here. And that will be iron, and we are set. So yeah, that'll feed in there. This will output 2 belts here. I'm not sure why these were undergrounds. This may need, a little bit of this may need to be adjusted. We'll see once we turn it on. Power-wise, I'm actually, this is gonna take a lot of power. This is gonna suck a lot of power. We may need, we're already at 0.5 gigawatt. We may need to upgrade our power even more, which is totally fine. Something else I can do on stream, because you guys have pretty much seen that before. And I think that's gonna do it for this one, guys. We're about 22 minutes. I got done mostly what I wanted to. Like I said, on stream, we'll make a red circuit build. I may wait to actually place it until next episode, but I'll try to get some trains in with ore and stuff as well on stream. And hopefully by the end of next episode, we should have this thing mostly up and running. This actually looks really cool on the map right here. But yeah, so that's going to do it. And this thing's still cranking along. We're missing red circuits for the modules, but of course that's what we're fixing right now. And I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited. And let me know down below if you have any thoughts, questions, comments, etc. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.